I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 whistles so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 whistles so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. Flow origami, every fold is a lesson. Never turning over, making creases into blessings. Niggas talking cheap, but the silence more expensive. When they're moving like a ghost, the real shit feels offensive. Scars in the paper cuts, blood from the ink. Legend in my mind, so I am what I think. Life is pretty crazy, yeah, it changes in the blink. Balance on the edge, I had to pull up from the brink, damn. I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 whistles so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 whistles so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. I almost gave it up, I had to tighten my direction. Chasing every dream and now I'm moving with intention. And life is just a fold, every page is a confession. And love is origami, every fold is a reflection. With the wishes on the wind, never die, never die. Echoes in the night, hear him cry. Looking for the light.
All right, kids, star kids, we are back with another episode, The Heat Check. It's 110 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona. I got the fan blowing in the background. Not sure if you can hear it. I do have the noise suppression on, but if you're hearing some fan action, that's what's happening. It's hot as fuck in this city right now. And USA is currently losing in the World Cup. They're getting kind of smacked, to be honest. I am watching the game in the background. So if you see me over here, like looking, I'm like, because something happened in the World Cup. But this is the Heat Check. This is our weekly show where I hop on here and give you my honest, pure advice as a lover of music and a small business owner in the realm of entertainment and music. I like to try to help artists out by giving my insights, my constructive criticism, and then also maybe taking a look at their Instagram page or whatever to see how we can make you better. Now, I'm not like the end all be all when it comes to this. I'm just a dude with an opinion and 20 plus years of experience when it comes to working with artists, doing shows, putting out content. I have feature films. I have multiple music videos. I design websites. I do everything in the media sense. So I think I have decent taste when it comes to understanding things. There's some people out there who will probably disagree with me, and that's fine too. But after that little spiel, we're going to go ahead and get into it. We already have 18 submissions tonight, and I'm sure that will go up. So we got a lot going on today's episode of The Heat Check. If you are watching this and you enjoy it, please give it a like or a follow or subscribe. We're trying to build this community, and I do appreciate the return people who submit over and over again. I also appreciate people who have been inboxing me, sharing clips from the videos, sharing posts. Like, that means a lot to me. Our community is continuing to grow. This is episode 20, I think we're on. And we're close to, let me check real quick. We have reviewed, we're over 500 songs at this point. So we have reviewed 502 songs on this channel so far, which is pretty cool. It's pretty, if I had known that we had crossed that last episode, maybe I would have done something special, but I didn't know that. But yay, we reviewed 500 songs so far in the Heat Check. Yay, over like, what, 20 episodes? It's pretty good. It's not bad. So let's get into it. So we have a bunch of new music from a bunch of artists, quite a bit actually. Yeah, we have 18 songs tonight, right now, to start off with. And I said I'm sure more people will submit throughout the course of the evening. If you know somebody who wants to get their music reviewed, please hit me up. Oh yeah, I forgot to add my new feature. Hold on real quick. So we are adding a countdown timer to the show for a variety of reasons. One, I want to keep things concise, to where we are, trying to stay under a certain time period. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do 2.5 hours. Oops. And then also we have our time period. So at 8 p.m. we stop submitting songs. Okay, how do I do this? Set. Okay, so let me go ahead and just do something real quick. I'm gonna bring up a timer. Let's see. Let's actually make this a separate window like that, and then we'll go window capture like that, and then we'll go here, online stopwatch. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Right there. Boom. Okay, and then so that looks crazy. We will fit this to the screen, and then we will. Oops. Nope. 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 Not that. Sorry, I should have did this before the show, but I didn't. So now you gotta watch me do it in real time, and that's fine. That's fine. Maybe you guys will learn some shit. Okay, so do that, and then let's do something like this, and we'll put it like down here. So we have this timer, and basically the idea is that we're gonna try and review as many songs as possible while giving fair feedback within this time frame. I think that's a fair amount of time. We might go over if things are popping, and I think based off my experience, this has been enough time for like most songs, because like typically like I don't know, I speed it up a little bit when we get near the end. So with that in mind, if you want a thorough review, like the best review I could possibly give, I do suggest that you use the skip feature, because then I will listen to the entire song and then give my full feedback. There's a chance that I will not listen to your entire song for the sake of the point being gotten across, or just vibes or whatever. So with that said, let's go ahead and start this timer. Does it make noises, I wonder? Timer started. Bet. And we're gonna go. That's not even showing on the screen though. Or did I stop it? Hold on a second. No, it's just being, I gotta have the window open for the timer to show. If I close the window, it goes away. It does. Okay. Well, maybe we won't have the timer. Maybe that timer will be just for me. Sorry. Wasted a bunch of time there. Anyways, let's get into it. Up first is Echoes of My Mind from Omer, OM3R, at omer.music. The description says enjoy. And it says, not really AI, but I used a vocal synthesizer to convert MIDI into vocals and added texture after. That's cool. All right, so let me actually make sure this is linked up properly before I think we're good. All right, bet. Cool. So let's get into this. This is the heat check. This first song is Omer. And here we go. Oh, it's not playing. Why is it not playing? Let's reset this. Boom. Bippin. Bow. Bow. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second, team. We're having some technical difficulties. We're gonna remove this, and we'll just re-add you. Do that. Go here. And then we want this page. That's fine. And then we press play. Oh, it's muted. Is that what's going on here? No. Shit. Hold on 1 second, team. We're having some technical difficulties here. Let's close some things real quick. We have a lot of things open here. Close you. That's good. And then we'll go back over here. Do that again. Does that do anything? Let's see. Nope, it didn't. Hold on a second. Here There is more than one way to skin a cat here. So let's see here. I think we can do. Oh no, it's just not working. Let me see here. This is a problem if we can't get the music to work right. Let's make a new one. Let's call this stream. Do that. And then I might need to try closing my browser. But let's see. Okay, so let's try closing the browser real quick. Okay, so I'm actually gonna remove this too. Okay, and then we're gonna open this up, and we're gonna go to Nero, and we're gonna go to this thingy, click here, boom, bipping, clicking. All right, so then we go to my page, and we go back here, and we click on this, and then this opens up. It was sounding cool. There we go. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys.
All I'll ever be, but it feels so alive. Every end brings me back here, right where I belong. I still reach, but I can't feel you. I'm still trying, but I keep running out of time. Left but the scars where I stand. Still I'm breathing.
Okay, so I gave it a minute to kind of assess, and so my initial thoughts are that I actually really like the production. I think this is kind of like some cool, kind of like industrial kind of sound to it. It kind of fits more in like the Matrix kind of vibe. Like this would be like in the Matrix soundtrack for sure. That goes in my mind, like absolutely. I like the production. I like the lyrics. I think the weakest part of the song is actually the vocals. And what I mean by that is that Homegirl's actually singing her ass off on this song. I don't have any issues with like her vocal abilities to sing, but I also think that this song, in terms of its production, is too much for her. Like, I can tell that she's singing at her maximum ability, but the strength of her voice, and it could be a mixing thing more than like her, but the strength of her voice does not exceed the power of the production. Like she, especially when that chorus hits, is why I stopped it there, because I was like, okay, this is confirming what I was feeling, is that like the beat's kind of too much for her. I think that she would do better on like more like dialed back production and more like smooth, kind of like less aggressive type of production, because I think with her vocal tone, she sounds like closer to like an Ariana Grande than she does like a Evanescence, Amy, whatever the last name is, type of voice, which I think is the kind of voice you need for this. You need the power to like really like make this work. It's not like a bad attempt, but that's just where I would improve this song, is that I would get a stronger vocalist to handle the song. I'm saying I'm not trying to knock the vocalist. I think her name is Solara. Let me actually take a look at her real quick. Will they let me see her page? No, she doesn't have a page on here. But yeah, I think the vocals are just a little bit on the weak side. And it has nothing to really do with her talent set. I think she's capable of singing a good song. I just think that this is not the song that she should be on. We're gonna listen to a little bit more though to see if I'm saying stuff that's true.
Lost in the echoes of my mind. Lost in the echoes of my mind. Fading lights through the night. I keep chasing your shadow.
Yeah, because it kind of reminds you of like a Linkin Park song, honestly. Like, just like the way the song is sequenced, it sounds like some early Linkin Park. And with that in mind, it's like you want someone with like the power behind their voice, like a Chester Bennington, or even the new chick, Emily, whatever her name is. She's got power behind her voice that actually fits Linkin Park pretty well, like the new version of Linkin Park. And a lot of that comes from like the actual this girl has a good voice. Like, I'm not knocking her voice, but she's a little bit on the whispery side. She's a little like this, she's a little like that, and that's fine. But when the beat is like doom, 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 and I feel like I'm jumping off buildings, like shooting people on the way down backwards, like her voice is not what links in my head. With that said, I think that overall this is a strong song. Like, her vocals don't kill the song, it doesn't ruin it. I think it still works. I just think that if I were to approach this, I would have like maybe done a lot of layering on her vocals to give her some more like range and like space, or I just would have found a stronger vocalist. But otherwise, sorry, I drank some of this sparkling water. I got the burps. Otherwise, I think that this is a well-produced track. I'm not mad at it. I want to hear more from Omer. Don't know how to pronounce your name. I think it's Omer. But thank you for submitting. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Up next is Friday Night Functions by Shadow FB. Shadow for President. Bet, let's get it. Just a heat check. It's your boy Jaron Ikner. We're listening to music. Your Music Live. You can submit at nero.fan/Jaron Ikner.
God damn. Shit was crazy. How the fuck I make it home? Where the fuck is my phone? Who the hell calling me? Aw man, here we go again. This nigga Bugs hit me up calling with some plans. Shit, I'm still hurt from the last weekend. Saying we gon' light it up, NBC, never end. Well, in that case, bro, you know I'm down the road. Let me throw on some clothes, grab some blunts from the stove. Cop like 2 apes, so you know we blowing Joe. Hitting the 8 with 8, how many hoes about to go? It's her forever, don't even try to play. No chillin' with the gang if you can't hang all day. Now we at the bro spot, and the vibe feeling great. Shorty feeling all on me, tryna climb me like some crates. Fucking bake, we can't sit up in the den. Spend the night with me, and you'll see the fun that never end. Don't trip when we wake up, we'll get lunch then. But it's Friday night, girl, we all tryna function. You got yours, well I keep mine, roll. Let's turn this up, get some bottles from the stove. While we at it, we can get some more dro. Call all the bros, we can function with the hoes. It's Friday night, man, I'm tryna feel right. It's Friday night, man, I'm tryna feel right. Vibe check, not a problem inside. Highest gas price, so we going all night. Shit, someone just spilled my whole cup.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I like the fact that as soon as I hear the music and I heard the rapping, like I kind of knew what to expect. Yeah, sorry. Like typically, like when we get this many songs, I try to, unless I'm like absolutely feeling the song, I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing on tonight's episode, or unless we use the skip feature or whatever, just because I'm trying to hit a time period. I'm trying to be done by a certain time. Even by me talking, I'm kind of taking up too much time, but I just wanted to address your comment. Omer, please submit more music and I'll see you soon. Anyways, going back to this song, I like that the song creates a vibe. It's very reminiscent of like, early mid 90s gangster rap. It kind of invoked some Snoop Dogg and some Mac 10 and some West Side Connection vibes as soon as I heard the flow. Even when I look at the artwork, he's sitting here on the curb with a blunt in his hand. The song's called Friday Night Functions. I think he does a good job of capturing that. The production's solid. It's not like remarkable. Like, it's not like, oh my God, it's the best beat I ever heard. It sounds Pretty standard for a old school West Coast beat. And that's how I phrase it. Like, it sounds like pretty much any West Coast beat from between the years 1996 to 2002. And, you know, his rapping is solid. He's not rapping about the plight of the black man or trying to save the world or anything like that. He's rapping about a good time, Friday Night Function. And so I think he does a good job of conveying all those emotions in this song. Let's listen to it a little bit more and see what else he has to say real quick before we move on.
But I'm so lit that I don't give a fuck. Everything's spinning, I don't know which way is up. Laying on your bitch, boobies liquor got me feeling stuck. Doobie in my mouth, she tryna blaze it in the cut. She like, take one of these, it'll wake you right up. Red or blue Pokeballs, but I never done pills. Tryna have me like D12, seeing purple hills. She said never say never, just see how it feels. Grab that shit like YOLO, hurt head, that's for real. Didn't really get the deal till that shit kicked in. Bruce Lee shit, now a nigga got the second win. Oh, it's really a whole body on 10. Hit my little two-step, then the squad joined in. Nobody tripping about sets, vibe feeling right. We ain't done just yet, it's going up all night. You got your...
Yeah. This is cool. This is a cool little track. I think, like, I don't have anything like... For me, this is like a standard rap song that would go super hard 20 years ago, but now it feels a little bit dated. Especially when you look at the current West Coast sound and what they're doing with it. I think that, oh man, Belgium just scored again. Dang, USA's getting spanked. Anyways, I think that the song does what it needs to do in terms of like creating a vibe, creating a scene, creating a personality behind it. I think all those things are accomplished in this song. But I also think that, like I said, it feels a little bit dated. And I feel like once I hear like the rapping and the beat, this is coming from someone who's probably like my age. I'm 42 or older, which is fine. But, you know, that kind of like locks in your demographic then. And even if I look at your page real quick, can we bring this up real quick? Let me see. Do we have a page set up here? Real quick, if we look at your page, boom, bippin', bow. Okay, so I scroll through and I see the personality for sure. I really and truly do. I see, I see you with your homies. I see that artwork that you used. Nipsey Hussle, like you're very West Coast, 100%. And I think that, you do what you need to do. You got your family on here. So I think it's represented pretty well through your music. And I think that you're doing a good job there. So I guess the best advice I can just tell you, man, is just keep going, man. Keep going, keep pushing. I appreciate the song. Appreciate the submission. Let's go ahead and keep moving though. Because up next we got Outside the Club by All-Star Collab. Bet. I know All-Star Collab, I think, has submitted several times to the Heat Check. So thanks again for submitting. And
I ain't the one to go make the crowd bounce outside the club with the camera wide and 40 ounce. Got me staring over my shoulder cause these pigs wanna pounce, wanna bust me for getting high on my couch.
Is that a needle in your pocket or you just happen to see me? I think I seen your junky ass all on live PD.
I got them heroin flows when I speak, everyone nods, but I am so high I share needles with I probably get taken out by the white Hezbollah Assad after having me a Khalifa going slob on my knob. This shit's for Carly and Pete, so fuck Rob. I catch him and his wifey, they getting robbed. Unless his wife's 20, if that's the case, you getting robbed. Cause I'm almost fucking 40 with a decent paying job. Well, I spit like automatics and make music for suburban nights with drug habits. And I keep searching for happiness, but cannot seem to grab it.
okay. So I'm not really a fan of the production. I think the beat's actually kind of annoying. I mean, really about it. The beat like really turned me off. It sounds like a beat that I would have made when I first started making beats, and I was just like kind of messing around with sounds and like kind of like understanding how loops work. So like I'm just pressing random sounds and then like it makes a loop that sounds decent enough for someone to rap over, but they probably shouldn't because it needs more polish. And then I think with the mixing, it kind of creates this weird, kind of makes you feel a little bit uneasy, I guess is what I would say. I do like the storytelling raps. I do think that the rapper in that first part is actually very talented when it comes to penning a story. and holding my attention with that. I think that's actually the best part, is the actual rapping. But yeah, the production takes me out a little bit. Let's listen to some more though.
So I'm at the gate parade yelling out thoughts again. I'll be the only addict that's a tornado in an attic, cause I bust off the top after down 3 Xanax. No distant 21 since 16, been a savage. And so many pills, the whole region got damaged. Now I ain't the one to go make the crowd bounce outside the club with the camel riding for the ounce. Got my stabbing over my shoulder cause these pigs wanna pounce, wanna bust me for getting high on my couch.
Was that a pistol in your pocket? Where's your registration? Fuck it, I'm gonna blast on you with no hesitation.
Nice on the block, not trying to be an op and use my white privilege when I get stopped by the cops. But if that doesn't work and they still arrest me, well, I ain't saying any names for an Italian beef and Pepsi. I'm waiting.
Yeah. I fuck with the storytelling rap, and I like the vibes that you're trying to give. Like I like how like you're trying to have a message behind it. Like you're on some fuck the police type shit. You have this whole story about like you kind of getting picked up by the police. I like that. I like that I get the story out of it, but the production is like ugh. Like that. I don't know what noise that is. Where you have like the that, you know. I think there's potential here. I think you just got to do like a lot of polishing on the production, and like really kind of tap into like something that will like not like turn me off a little bit. Even if you, I think it's particularly that sound effect, like that. Like I don't like that. You gotta do something about that. Otherwise, keep the pen sharp, because I really like the storytelling. You guys can't rap over beats. I just think you just need better beats. Speaking of beats, I'm gonna be opening a beat store here soon. Surprise. I'm actually been working on this for a while. It's gonna be a part of my new website launch. There will be beats for sale on there that you can buy directly. And I'm gonna try and update it like weekly with new beats. You can buy the lease, or you can buy it straight up full rights if you want to do that shit. So that's coming soon. Maybe by the next episode we'll have it up. We'll see. I was gonna try to have it up at this episode, but I'd be busy, man. I'd be doing too much. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Up next is Sun Goes Down by Jess. Okay. No other information than that. And Belgium's about to score 4 points on this motherfuckers. Okay. So this song is fun. This is a fun song. And I think what it invokes in me, like what it reminds me of, is the song Len, Will You Steal My Sunshine? I don't want to play it because I think I will get like a super copyright if I play that versus these light copyrights when I do these. But it has that guitar that that's like the worst impression. But the reason why I think about that song is because this song, especially that first part, which ends up being the chorus, that in itself is a vibe. That's like this kind of like jolly kind of like vibe. I feel like if you took that part and turn that into a TikTok or a reel with like some kind of theme. Like, so the song's called Sun Goes Down and you're saying sun goes down. So it would be literally be like you and your homies getting ready to go out to the club. And like, you're just cutting every time it says, oh yeah, when the sun goes down. Oh yeah, when the sun goes down. Let's just do that. That shit would go viral if it hit the right audience, for sure. I think the song has a lot of potential in that sense because it's kind of lighthearted. And I think when the singer comes in, it kind of like gives it like this like smooth over, because it's kind of rough, but the vocals are pretty butter to where it sounds like, okay, this dude sounds like a crooner at a house party trying to get some pee. And that's a good thing. That's a vibe. Where'd it go? I just lost the link here. Here we go. Let's listen to a little bit more real quick though.
Face the sun and watch it bleed until the stains have left the sea. Fragrant waste of dust and breed. And what controls those old world? I turn my eyes to what a world. Inside my cage, oh my bun, oh my blood.
Yeah, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. I like it. It takes me back to a certain time. And I think that guitar solo, or not solo, that riff is money. Like then, that's a very like kind of poppy riff to it. I think if you clean this song up and you give it like a really good master, and like I said, just try experimenting with some TikToks where you're going out and when the sun goes down, or maybe like just do different sunsets. I don't know, but really lead into the sun goes down theme. You might be surprised at the results, because this is not bad. This is not bad. Thank you for the submission though. We can go ahead and keep it moving because we have more submissions coming in. Up next is Manic Meth Head. Nice name. Not a Singer is who this is from. And yeah, if you want to submit, you can. You got until 8 p.m. So you got about an hour and a half to submit. So if you're over here on the sidelines wondering if you should submit or not, maybe you should. If not, that's fine too. Let's get it. Manic Meth Head. Yeah, no, I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not a fan of that. And I can explain why. I think there's interesting ideas in this song, but they're not cohesive. I think that the song as a whole needs a lot of work, needs a lot of polish. Like you're sending me a Spotify link. If you sent me this on SoundCloud, I would have been like, okay, bet. Especially if you like sent it as like a private SoundCloud link, I've been like, okay, bet. Like he's working some things out. But you put this out on Spotify, so it's like, ooh, this is not. I don't think this is Spotify ready. I think it needs a lot more polish. It needs a lot more. It feels very random. Like the production matched with the vocals, and you got the switch up right here that we're gonna keep playing here in a second. It all feels kind of random. Like you're kind of like throwing sounds together to make something. But But yeah, I'm not really feeling the vibe on this one though. I'm not trying to be mean, but let's keep listening to some more. See, this is interesting, and that's like the best I can say. That's interesting. Let's see what he does in this drop real quick. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't like that song. Which is, I mean, there's nothing against you. I think you should keep going. I think you should keep trying to like polish your sound. I think it just needs a lot more polish, a lot more instrumentation, a lot more cohesiveness. Because you got like these high pitched vocals on here. You got like these weird beats. You got these weird breakdowns. And for me, I think there's a lot of interesting ideas presented on this song, but it's kind of like when you're trying to eat a plate of food, but you got like some of the wrong dishes together. Now, with that said, if we're going to extend this metaphor, eat what you eat. Eat what makes you hungry or satiates your hunger. You know what I'm saying? If you want macaroni and cheese and what's the exact opposite of macaroni and cheese? Like macaroni and cheese kind of goes with everything though. But let's say you have macaroni and cheese and like other different type of macaroni and cheese with like peas in it or something like that. It's too much macaroni and cheese. You gotta balance that out with some bread or like some chicken or like some type of protein. And then, you know what I'm saying? A salad. Like you want a full course meal. And this feels like this is like a bunch of like main course dishes on one plate. And the ideas don't feel cohesive. They're not complementing each other. I was trying to kill it with that food metaphor and I completely failed. But y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say. It's all good. Let's keep moving. Up next is All the Way to the Bank. Let's check our timer real quick. I shut it down. Never mind, I don't have the timer anymore. But you guys got until 8 p.m. So that's like what? 1 hour and 23 minutes before you can stop submitting to the heat check if you so desire. Anyways, this track is called All the Way to the Bank from Slayer Herbed Out. All lyrics strictly written by me, no AI. But he says yes. Okay. So you did the lyrics, but you didn't do anything else, is what I'm hearing. We're about to find out. Oh yeah, it's definitely AI vocals.
I laugh all the way to the back. Laugh so hard, so deep, I'm breaking my neck. I swear down, it's never been aching like that. It must mean that the way that I hold up is yours. I laugh all the way to the back. Laugh so hard, so that I'm breaking back. I swear down, it's never been aching like that. It must mean that the way that I hold up is mad. Oh, money on new things,
Okay. I think this dude has submitted before. I think he also submitted like a song that was basically AI, but he claimed that he wrote the songs. And I'll tell you what, based off what I'm hearing, he did write the lyrics because AI doesn't write songs as well. This is a well-written song. And because I detect everything else being AI, I'm going to just kind of focus on the lyrics for a little bit. So you have the theme of All the Way to the Bank. It kind of has like this Afro beats kind of wave to it, Caribbean kind of vibe to it. And I think if this is your pen and you wrote this, I think you do have a talent and you have a potential future in writing songs of this nature. Because I know the other song you submitted was, is that on here real quick? The song you submitted last time, Problems. Let me see if I remember this correctly.
The half of it, she on fire like she on with it, and she on with it. When I put that sugar in her and I didn't think that she was blasting it.
Yeah, I remember that song that you sent me last time. So it's like, if you're penning these songs, which I think you are, 'cause like I said, I don't think the AI is writing these songs because AI doesn't write good songs, man. I played around with enough to know that, like, you could tell the difference between someone who like submitted like their poetry or their lyrics versus someone who like just let the AI write the song, because someone who writes the song has a lot of context to like production versus the AI is very like on the nose, if that makes any sense. It's really hard to explain. Not gonna spend too much time on it. So let's get back to like where you can take this, because this is the problem that I always have with like AI generated music. Is like, what's the goal, man? Yeah, you can run up the numbers on Spotify. They're gonna shut that down soon enough. Tidal's already shutting it down, and you got a couple other like streaming sites that are like, nah, we're not doing the AI shit anymore. And I think one of the interesting things about AI songwriting and like this whole wave that has started from it is the idea that a lot of people who had these songs and lyrics and poems and these dreams of being a songwriter in their heart are able to, at the very least, like get that out in some kind of way, shape, or form, right? But then I wonder, like, there's such a thick glass ceiling there, because I think like the best that you can really do is like submit this song to a record label and be like, hey, I wrote this song. I used AI to create it, but I wrote the lyrics. And maybe they bring you on as a writing team. You start writing songs for Beyonce or Thames or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that happens. And that's like the crux, because it's like I just don't see, like, beyond being able to just hear your songs being made, it doesn't really go beyond that for me. And so when I judge a song, like when you submit to the heat check, it's like, okay, so what are we judging? Okay, the song was written well. I can't really give you much other feedback other than like good pen, right? Because I'm not going to advise you like how to push your AI music. And most of the time when people submit these songs, this is a pattern that I notice. They don't give me the social medias, which this person did not. And I tried Googling this person's name, and there is no, his name is unique, Slayer Herbed Out. When I Google the name, nothing pops up. There's no social medias, there's no nothing. And those are all just like bad signs, man. So I think if you're gonna go the AI music route, you gotta have all your P's and Q's and ducks in a row to create an actual persona and world around it. And that takes a lot more effort than it sounds. Because I think a lot of people just think, oh, I'm gonna just generate some AI music, throw it up there, and it's gonna make a bunch of money because people listen to it. And like, no. You gotta create a whole world around it for it to actually hit. Because a lot of that, it's about understanding your audience too. Like, who do you want to actually listen to the song? So why are you making the song, et cetera, so forth. It gets deep. But we're gonna move on. Up next is Here Comes the Tractor. Okay, by Brain Sludge. This says this is a parody of a rural area in Southwest Virginia that we live in. Okay. No AI involved. Okay. It's a video. Do we want to bring the video up? Let's bring the video up.
Here comes the tractor. Here comes the tractor.
This is fun. This is fun. It reminds me. I know it's not like a parody song, but it is like a song. When I say a parody song, I mean like a remake of another song. Or maybe it is, but I don't recognize it. But I feel like this is like a dying art where like artists aren't doing enough like fun songs. Like this seems like a fun, silly song to rock out to, right? Um I feel like we need more of this. I feel like we need more songs that are just like goofy. This song's goofy as shit, and so is the video. I love it. It makes me feel a way that I haven't felt since high school or whenever Weird Al Yankovic was just like popping. And I think we need more of this. That's all I'm saying. Let's listen to some more though.
Everybody home getting back next to my sweetie. Kick off the lights and let the night get mad. Anybody's asking what my life is chasing after, then I turn and scream. Here comes the tractor. Here comes the tractor.
I want to look at more of your music real quick. I want to see if that's like your vibe, or is this just like is this an outlier in your guys' work? I feel like this is an outlier. I'm looking at your page. You got Sins of the Flesh and Ghost of Kiev and Grief in the Wind. That sounds just like sad. Yeah, so okay, so I see what y'all are trying to do. I see you. And honestly, I'm not mad at the strat. You got the song Here Comes the Tractor, which when I look at your numbers, it's your most successful song on your page. It has 4,000 views versus everything else that has like 300 views. So I get the strat. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what? Let's show. Sorry, drinking this damn water. Let's show like some range by going like a little bit of comedy. I think it does open up a door to an interesting crowd because you attract people who are looking for like comedy music. The problem is that when people go and click on your page, they're not going to get comedy music. We click on a song like Sins of the Flesh, it's something like this. Right? So, which is fine. But I think the song is a dangerous play in the sense that it might not bring the audience that you think it's going to bring. It could, but I think what's going to happen is that if you get a bunch of fans off this song and they start deep diving into your music, there's going to be a disconnect there. You know what I'm saying? But I like the song though, like for what it has to offer and like what it's for. I think it serves its purpose. I just think that overall, what's going to happen is that if you get a bunch of fans off this song, I think that what the issue is that you might end up with a massive disconnect with a lot of fans. And that could work in your favor, but I feel like because of the nature of the song, even like the tractor part of it, like you're gonna attract like a lot of like southern rednecks that are trying to like, here comes the tractor, pulling up in their big trucks. Maybe that's your crowd. But I also think that those people don't listen to the type of music that you guys typically make. So just things to think about. But I do like the song. I think the production is great. I think the video is funny. Good stuff. Let's keep moving though. Up next, more songs coming in. Shit. All right. So up next is She Fire. She Fire by Kai Shaw. All lyrics written by myself. This one's a DMB. I asked if AI was involved. You said yes. So is this another situation where you wrote the song and then you put everything else to the thing? We about to find out. About to find out. What is this, a TikTok? Oh shit. Okay. Why can't I hear it?
Fire. Flames for you. Flames for you. She fire. Flames for you. I don't just wanna lose this love we feel. Flames for you. 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 Flames for you.
I've been wasting my time. I've been wasting my days. But you came along and made me see clear. Now I walk through the fire just to keep you near to fly.
Flames for you. Flames for you.
I do not need
Fire.
hope for you.
Flames for you.
So just that loop? Okay, cool. I like it. I hate that I like it because I think that it's AI generated. But I actually have never tried to produce like roller drum and bass, which is what this is, like liquid drum and bass with AI. So I'm not even sure, like, I might even play around with it later just to see like what it's capable of. But I love me some drum and bass. I really and truly do. Like, that's like kind of how I started my career as a musician. Like, really put myself out there. I was rapping over drum and bass, and I think the production wise, it's so synchronous with hip hop in terms of BPMs, to where you could fit a lot of hip hop over drum and bass. So every time I hear some drum and bass, like I'm rapping it in my head. Lyrically, the song is structured pretty cool. I like the vocals. I like the overlay. Like the "She's fine just for you." So that's pretty cool. I like that. This is a solid track. I just can't really give it a full stamp of approval, because I think that this is AI produced in terms of like the actual production. The lyrics are great though, and I think this is solid work all around. But once again, you hit that wall. Like I said, man, this is the problem with the AI artists, man. They're clamping down on y'all, like, immensely. Mostly because y'all been robbing them for a bunch of money over the last year or so, and they're getting sick and tired of that shit. And plus, you got artists complaining. Like, it's not looking good for like AI musicians who are like relying on AI to make their sound, because what's gonna end up happening is that you're gonna have all kinds of flags and disclaimers, and you're gonna be demonetized, and you're not gonna be able to copyright it. Like, there's all these things that aren't working in your favor right now. And so you just gotta think about that universe thing I keep talking about, man. You gotta build a universe around the music, because the music's not gonna go very far, man. I'm telling y'all. You can have the hottest AI song in the world, and it might go Billboard #1 right now, but it's not gonna last. Like, legally and like morally, it's just not. And you could quote me on that. I don't think AI music is going away. I just think the ability for y'all to make money off of it and like really make it yours is gonna get crazy here soon. It's gonna get crazy, so just buckle up for that. Anyways, I do dig the song, but like, yeah, disclaimer, it was AI, I believe. Okay, I need to stop drinking this damn sparkling water. It's making me burp. Okay, up next, One You Remember by Nate Sassoon, synth wave-ish pop track that was part of what was initially intended to be a longer, more experimental concept album. This song is one of the more standard ones in structure, style, and genre. Lyrical content touches on sensitive topics. Hope you enjoy. No AI. Bet. Let's get it. This is Nate Sassoon.
Say goodbye to the lights, curtain closing on your face, and party night left behind. Hope that you enjoyed your time in the spotlight we allotted for you. But the people, they need something new. So you
I like the lyrics.
While you're beautiful enough, you can fall like an angel. And I'll be smiling then, smiling in the embers of my fire.
I like the production. I like the production. I like what you got going on here as a whole. I like your voice. I think your voice is pretty cool. I like that the beat has like this Kraftwerk vaporwave kind of vibe to it. Song structure solid, lyrics are solid. I'm not mad at this track. I'm really not. I'm trying to think if there's anything constructive I have to say about it. And honestly, no. I think that I should listen to some more real quick.
Look behind, glory times, the tunnel light shines right behind you. Age maligned, the naive mind, others burnt out stand beside you, watching you with tired eyes.
But that key shift in the bass.
But here you don't have to resign.
Look at it.
So you might as well jump, and you can be immortal when you're young. While you're beautiful enough, you can fall.
Yeah, I think that you have some good songwriting ability. Sorry, I got distracted because Belgium just scored again. And the score is now 1-4 for Belgium. Now, I've been watching World Cup for pretty much like since the 32. Pretty much all the games. And I haven't seen anybody get beat this bad. So, whatever, dude. I'm not even that big of a soccer fan, but I would like to see U.S. go do some stuff. But I digress. Back to what I was saying. The song is cool, man. I think that you have a craft here. You have a talent. I think that your audience is something that, like, people who are into like Phoenix or what's that band? Fun. Because you have your name is Nate Sassoon, but you also sound like Nate Russ. You have that haunting texture to your voice that can put you in the same category as like James Blake or like even like The Weeknd on certain songs. That's like where I see this song working for you. And targeting that audience is hard, man, because that's like not top tier, but like, yeah, I guess it is like top tier mainstream type of activities there. Let's take a look at your page real quick. I'm curious. Nate Sassoon. It's time for a page audit. All right, so this is Nate Sassoon. 1,800 followers. He's showing off some of his guitar skills here. Cool.
Yeah, tuning. Are you sure?
I think you got what you need to have in terms of like having, like, showing off your skill set, showing off your talent, showing off your knowledge of music, which makes me like this song a lot more. Because it shows your musicality behind it. I think as I'm scrolling through your page though, and this might sound counterintuitive, I think I'm seeing too much of that. What I need to see on your page right now, as I'm scrolling, is that super high quality music. I'm just a loading screen, waiting. Okay, that wasn't it. I need to see that super high quality video at this point. I think that's your tipping point. I think what you need to do is go through your catalog and figure out what song is working for you the best, right? We go to your page. I'm not going to do this for you. But when I go to your page real quick and I look at your tracks real quick, I see that you have, let's go popular tracks. Most of your songs are in the 600s. You need to focus on like 1 or 2 songs and give them a very strong push. See what the feedback's like. See how people feel about them. But when I say a strong push, you need like some really good visuals. Because I think you have the skill set. I think you have the music. Your Instagram is popping enough to where people understand like who you are and what you do. You just gotta now hit that haymaker blow where you're like, bow, this is me. You have a super high quality video that's like showing off your skill set. If you do it right, you can cut it up into multiple reels and schedule them out. So then you don't have to worry about fucking blowing your load on one video. But that's what I would do, man. I think the song is good enough for that. You could do it with that song that you submitted, but you might have other works. I don't know. But that's how I feel about that. Bet. Thank you for submitting. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. How many people we got on here right now? Let's take a quick look here on the heat check screen. Two motherfuckers. Bet. All right, that's cool. Up next, we are about halfway through. We're exactly halfway through. You have about an hour left to submit your music. At 8 o'clock, we shut down submissions. Up next is Red Key by Ryoski. Bet. This is the heat check. It's your boy Jaron Ikner. Make sure you say their name right. And let's listen to some music.
I want to go to LA.
You know? I done moved pounds of that work, no tour, can't get the drop. Popping all these perks to heal my heart, but fuck it, my shit stop. My brother pulled me out the mud, I scratched my way up to the top. Can't say too much in front of niggas. Turn around and go to cops. Grown as fucking can't suck dick, I told that bitch go kick some rock. I want some Don, I told that hoe, but she turned gay out some Ciroc. Yeah. Niggas tough up on the net, but in real life they not on shit. Niggas hit my line when they found out they bitches eating dick. Ho so mad I don't want that cat, just listen, make that mouth split. Yeah. Make sure you keep your mouth closed, asking questions like the Fed. Thought this bitch went missing, check that low, he found it in my bed. Niggas off this teddy bears, they new nicknames is fucking Ted. I'm higher than a jet, and I'm smoking on some diesel. Jumped out, took him for his watch, we poked his ass just like a needle. Keep a shell or two up on me, you can call me the Black Beetle.
Okay. Thoughts. I like the beat. I like your rapping. I don't like them together. I think you need a beat that's a little bit more scaled back. Something that lets your lyrics really shine. This beat's really intense, but your rapping's like kind of more similar to like 21 Savage in terms of vocal tones. And like the way you rapping is kind of monotone. So the beat is just doing too much behind you. You need something that's like a little bit more pulled back. I was just listening to 21 Savage on the way home today. He has a good ear for beats that have space and allow for that pocket to be fit. This one feels like you're trying to like compete against the beat a little bit. I feel like there's like too much going on in the beat. And like when you're rapping, you're trying to hit this pocket that you're probably comfortable in, but the beat got 8 snares and a bar and like horns and stuff, where it's just like, you might need something that's a little bit more dialed back. Let's listen to some more though.
I done moved pounds of that work, no tour, can't get the drop. Popping all these perks to heal my heart, but fuck if my shit stop. My brother pulled me out the mud, I scratched my way up to the top. Can't say too much in front of niggas, turn around and go to cops. That's 50 when I walk, 100 for the mic. This 50 pack of punch get knocked out like my name was Mike. This hoe keep asking me for bread, I told that slug go take a high. RIP little bro, balloon released too high like it was 5.
Like I like the beat a lot.
A humble beast, so I won't never look down on a nigga. Came from fucked up streets and I done been on both sides of the trip. I'm quick to pick a beat and spit some heat that could put out a blizzard. I know a nigga with a Tommy, he don't ride no hill figure. Caught him lacking hill figure, he gon' die a real nigga. Money in my pocket, I done ran up fucking real figures. I roll with some real killers, they really come spill niggas. What's your name, bitch, where you from? Tryna feel your tongue. Better leave your broke ass boyfriend heard it.
Yeah, I like all the elements on an individual basis. I don't like them together. Like I said, I like the beat. I think the beat's dope. I think your rapping's dope. I think you got some cool bars. I think your flow's dope. I just don't like them together on this song. Like I said, if we gave you a more dialed back beat, maybe something a little bit smoother, maybe not as intense, and you still spat that same shit, it would pop more, right? But I almost get kind of distracted by the beat. And I'm curious to know like what the goal is for the song, because like this is a beat that you play like at a basketball game when you're about to come out from the tunnel and they're like calling your name like, well, number 10, Jaron Ikner. Dun, dun, dun. This is what I'd be warming up to, shooting threes and shit. But the bars don't match that. The bars are on some street shit. As I say, the beat needs to kind of match that a little bit. Like this is a beat that like you would throw T.I. and Justin Timberlake on, and they would rap about some metaphor for taking shots. You, on the other hand, I can tell that you've got some street shit. You got street stories, and I think the beats need to compliment you more on that sense. But this is not a bad effort, though. I'm not upset. Thank you for submitting. We're going to keep it moving, though. Up next, This Is How I Drive by Middle of Now here. I made the hook for this song many years ago, but I didn't have the musical talent to do anything with it until AI came around. Hopefully you will play this, but I totally understand if you choose not to. Thank you for your consideration. Yes, I wrote the hook, but the beat is AI, and I use AI to compile the lyrics together. We'll take a quick listen. See what we're working with here.
This how I drive. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. Don't be looking at me. This how I drive. Put up clean, everybody froze. Whole lot of questions, nobody knows. She said, boy, what you got? I said, hop inside. She started laughing, said, let me see you drive. I stay in control, never lose my lane. Too much confidence, they call me insane. Here's a 10 and 2, that's the golden rule. But somehow everybody thinking something new. Got the whole block talking. Everybody.
If you could write this well, you should be ghostwriting. You should be ghostwriting. If your bars are that clean to where you can write these verses with that type of ripe structure and you just can't get it out, but clearly you can let AI do it, then you should link up with a rapper and write bars for that rapper. You'll make more money that way too. It works for a lot of people. How do you find these people? I don't know. Ask around. But there's plenty of rappers who want their lyrics written for them. And instead of having those lyrics go into ChatGPT, they can go through you. What else can I say about this song? You made the hook, and the hook is the part I don't really like. It's kind of weird. This is how I drive. This is how I drive, mommy. This is how I drive. So like, if it feels like you're trying to like get this song on the Fast and Furious, which is fine. You know your target audience, I guess. Playing this at car shows, I think maybe could work for you. Let's listen to a little bit more. Fuck it.
Body guessing, every little move turn into a confession. I ain't gotta say, y'all do it for me. I'm just riding smooth, y'all live in the story. Green light, feet down. Everybody watching when I come around. This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. Left lane, right side. Everybody asking, can I get a ride? This is how I drive, mommy. This how I drive. Keep it real clean, never leave a scratch. If I'm on the road, better keep it with the match. Got good mileage, long game, no rush. Take my time, never gotta push. She said, dang, you make it look easy. I said, years in the city to do that, believe me. They hear one line, now they smirking all night. Funny how they twisted it.
I can tell that second verse is AI written. It's not as strong as the first verse. I see a comment. I'm not sure this is you, but you said 4 kids for fun. Sure. Maybe. I could see kids maybe liking this song. It could go like to Cars 4, Cars 5, soundtrack, Fast and Furious. It could go that. It could do that for sure. I think that's what it comes down to. Since AI is a constant topic in these videos, for me, it's always about the audience, right? Like, who are you expecting to listen to these songs? Like, who are you expecting to have press play on these songs, save them to their playlists, and make this a listen on a reoccurring basis? You say kids, sure, absolutely. But then once again, you hit a wall. You know what I'm saying? Because like if the song is successful, how do you cultivate it? You can make AI videos. You could do a full video. You can make a short film around it, I guess. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, when it comes to the AI music in itself, it's virtually impossible to create a successful route with just the music. And one of the biggest reasons why, like one of the elephants in the room about this, is the fact that I could go and make the same exact song using the same exact tools that you used. And so that's like where it's like crazy to me. Because like for example, right now I could take your song, I could rip it from YouTube or record it on my phone, put it through Suno, ask Suno to make me a version of this song, and it will. Pretty damn close, if not better than your song. And so this is like where I get like the AI thing is like crazy to me, because it's like, dude, like there is no bar at this point. So in order for the music to be successful, you have to create so much around it for it to draw interest. Because yeah, sure, it might go viral real quick because it's funny, or maybe it has a cute little hook, but it doesn't have the longevity of it because people are just going to clone your song. I actually just watched a video about this on Instagram where an artist was making a parody song, and he's like showing the process of the parody song. Like, hey, I'm working on this parody song. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, you know, one of those videos, like day one of working on a parody song until it's finished or whatever, one of those type of things. And he's going through his process of making the song, and people in the comments who wanted to hear the song just took what he was working on and put it through Suno, and Suno spat out the full version of the song with a different chorus and a whole different melody, and they had their version of the song already. So like, for him, he's kind of fucked, right? Because, you know, the song that he was making is now out in a variety of different forms, and it doesn't hit the same when he gets his version out. And so you have to think about that, because it's like, well, maybe if he created, this is from like a non-AI perspective. If he created like I don't know, like an animated series or a cartoon character or a story narrative or 3D models that are dancing, something that goes beyond the music that you can attach it to that only you can do. That's how you're going to be successful with the AI music. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere. And you could quote me on that. I might be wrong a year from now. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Let's keep it moving. Up next, Ragtime Black Metal by Avant Dark. Thanks for considering one of my many genre experimental works. Okay. Once again, we're taking submissions until 8 p.m. That's 45 minutes from now. After that, no more submissions. Interesting switch up here. So to me, that sounded like a jam session. Like, it didn't feel like there was like a lot of thought in the overall, like, making this into like a song. Feels like you just like kind of jammed out for like however long the song is, put it out. And honestly, that's perfectly all right. No hate on my end, but I do want something more cohesive. I do want something with more like composition and musicality. Not saying yours is not musical. I'm just saying the musicality, like the progression and the growth and stuff like that. I'm just not seeing that. So I'm gonna keep moving. I do appreciate the submission though, but I'm trying to keep it tight. I'm trying to get all these songs in before the timer runs out. We're good right now. Anyways, that was Avant Drake, Ragtime Black Metal. I like the experimental aspect of it. Feels like a jam session. You're rocking out. You got skills. The switch up in the middle was a little weird. That's like kind of what I'm talking about in terms of cohesiveness. Like, it didn't fit like any type of like logic or reason. Kind of like felt like you just put it in there, which feels very experimental. So I think that hits. But I think there's a lot of room for improvement. So yeah, up next is Bujan Senang by Axlerit. Oh my god, long ass description. This song is inspired by Bujan Senang, an enormous crocodile that terrorized local inhabitants in Malaysia before it finally was killed in 1992. There's a legend that Bujan Senang was the spirit of a proud warrior who was betrayed and killed in the river, taking on the form of a crocodile and seeking revenge. My song tells the tale of someone battling the spirit to avenge the death of someone they love. They eventually defeat the spirit, but not before becoming insane as they begin to understand it. That's a really cool story there, bro. Let's see if your song actually conveys that, though. This is the Heat Check Live. This is Bujan Senang by Axlerit. I'm not hearing any of your description in this song so far. I was expecting like some like storytelling, like on some fable type shit. But yeah, I'm not hearing it. This is a good song so far though. I'm not mad at the song, but your description gave me different expectations of what I'm hearing. Yeah. Yeah. Concept went over my head. I'll say that. But based off your description, didn't match the song. So I'm going to separate those real quick and talk about the song itself. I think the song itself is great. I think you're talented. I don't know if you're a band. Let me read your profile. This is Axler, an independent metal and rock musician based in Orlando, Florida. I've been playing guitar for 15 years now. Wanted to create and share something awesome with the metal tracks with the rest of the world. Cool, so you're a solo dude doing your thing. Dope. Very talented. You say you write and arrange all your instruments and lyrics. You record all the instruments and you hire talented musicians to record the drums and vocals. Dope. So you got someone else doing the vocals. Nice. And this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I like. Because like in previous entries in tonight's episode, people are like, oh, well, I wrote the lyrics and I used AI to make the song, right? That's a dead end, right? Because once you make the song and the voice is out, it's like, okay, can you do that again? Sure. But then it gets kind of weird when you're trying to like do live shows, or maybe you want to like make some revisions and you can't get that exact like prompt to work in your favor. Now you're just burning up tokens. You hire a musician. This dude arranges his own instruments and lyrics. So he wrote the lyrics, he wrote the guitar, he wrote the bass. He figured out how he wanted the song to sound, and then he hired the spots that he was not able to complete, like the vocals and the drums. That's him realizing his limitations and being like, okay, well, I can't play drums and I can't play the vocals, so I'll hire someone. Now, for me personally, I go both ways on this, because like, if I'm someone who's completely self-made, right, which I am, and I'm putting out music and I'm making a beat and I want a particular sound, do I actually want to go hire someone to create that sound? It really depends. It honestly really depends, because a lot of it for me is like, do I just need a synthesizer real quick? No, well, we might use AI for that, or might use Splice to achieve that. But for this guy, he needs vocals. You gotta hire someone else for vocals. I just hired someone on Fiverr yesterday, 2 days ago, to do vocals for a song on my next album. Originally, I generated the vocals using AI. And those AI vocals sound fine. They sound great, actually. I don't even fucking lie. AI vocals sound pretty good. And I was like, man, this is actually really good. But I also know that it was missing the important textures and context and energy that makes a song beautiful. So I went ahead and hopped on Fiverr and I found a musician to sing those vocals for me. Cost me like $90. And that'll be what it is. I'm not happy about paying $90, but I'm happier about having a song that I know is going to go farther than the AI song. So thank you, Axler, for giving me a chance to rant on that. Going back to your track, I think you do have the skills, man. You got some skills. I think it's always interesting when we have these one-man bands like yourself, like performing your music live or taking it to a certain level. It really does. It requires a lot of effort and strength that I'm sure you are capable of doing. I'm just curious to know if you're actually out there doing that, or if this is like a hobby for you. Let me know. Let's keep moving. Up next, Last Dance by Voices. Okay. I think I said it wrong, but it's fine. Listening to Heat Check Live, bitches. Let's go.
I just wanted to say, I let the sound of rhythm all take me away. I'm in another planet and I'm on a road. I feel like I'm alone in the night, I just wanted to say, no need to be polite. Like we're under a spell, keep it moving right. I'll give it all I've got. I'll set my heart on fire, burn it up, burn it up. It's the last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. This the last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. Last dance, yeah. This the last dance, yeah. I'm in love with this shit. Till death do us part, does a bond. hit goal as a meet, they watching in high definition. I'm running it up, the moon is my goal, and I'll make it as no other option. How does it feel to be good? Check. How does it feel to be great? Yeah, I feel better, I'm gold. Perfection is all of my name. Niggas can't hold me down. Shoot.
I like it. I like it. I think I'm trying to like formulate my thoughts on this real quick. So the two things that bother me about this song, the auto-tune on the second verse, that took me out. I think we could take that off, or at least turn it down so it's not as intense. That's actually the only thing that really bothered me. I said there was two things, but that was really the only thing that bothered me. I actually liked the production. The drums are cracking. The drums got some crack to them. So good job there on the drums. And then there is a sense of urgency in the feeling of the song, which I think you captured. Like calling it Last Dance actually is fitting because it kind of feels like this might be the last dance of the night. Go find your chick or dude that you're going to take home for the evening. It's the last dance. Let's go. That's what this feels like. I think you did a good job of capturing that. I just think that the vocals on the second verse are a little bit overproduced with the AI, the auto-tune.
For the stars, absolute aim. Niggas can't hold me down. Reversed, I aim at absolute skill. I feel untouchable, beat made me comfortable. Sound is so sonically wild. Do what I want, they can't stop me now. They all are just trying to try. I'm blowing the roof of that 808 booming and booming like dynamite.
I like the production a lot.
I'm harder to fight, let's flame it and match.
I like the production quite a bit, actually. The beat smack. This is probably my favorite beat of the night so far.
Let's dance, yeah. Let's dance, yeah. Let's dance, yeah. This the last dance, yeah. Let's dance, yeah. Let's dance, yeah. Let's dance, yeah. This the last dance, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool song. Favorite beat of the night for sure. I think that there is something to be said about the production. Like the production is really, really good. The lyrics are fine. I think they serve the purpose. I think you found the pocket that you need to be in. The rapping is not bad. It's not amazing, but you're rapping over a 4-on-4 beat, which means you kind of have to hit it a certain way. It kind of reminded me of how Drake raps on Honestly Nevermind, like throughout that album when he's rapping over all those techno beats. That's kind of how you're rapping too, which is honestly like one of the best ways to rap on a beat. So you did a good job there. Not mad at this song. I'm not mad at this song. Thank you for the submission though. Let's keep it moving because we still got more coming in. We got 6 songs left at this point. Eastside Betty, what up? Tucson in the building. This track right here is called Forever. I feel like you submitted this before though. Let me see. Let me see.
Arizona State Prison Complex, Tucson. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like to thank you for using Genetics, you may start the conversation now.
As children, we played cops and robbers.
God is watching, the black is watching.
Front yard black tape and kept gun revolvers. Drunk out of holes to quench our thirst, broken homes, then we matured.
If God is watching, who else is watching?
As children, we had black bandanas and broken Spanish. I knew my block, but no sense to grasp it. Playing with sticks and shootouts we thought we mimic. Me and my cousins, just games till somebody did it.
The black is watching, who else is watching?
Witness the soul I love, stronger on death. I don't remember playing this. Friends and funerals done came and went. Cops and robbers, we play pretend. Cops and robbers, they hate my skin. Black was watching, we robbed again.
To God to watching, who else is watching?
Main yard, black tape and 38 revolvers. As children, we played cops and robbers. Front yard, black tape and 38 revolvers. As children, we played cops and robbers.
Another fatal shooting in Tucson. The weekend death toll now
enjoying this quite a bit right now. There's something I'm wanting from this, and I'm gonna keep listening to see if I get it. But so far, I'm really liking this song. I'm seeing your question. I'll answer that in a second.
Break, bank, I'm tryna get it all from them. Wait, we running from the law when them chase license and registration. On my shit, clean investigation. No shorty calling, she think I'm up now. Bugging out on my phone, she wanna fuck now. Oh, she thinking I'm big pappin'. Shorty be pill pappin', wanna know how it feel about it. Birdie got real options, you be flacking, but not the way I'm flacking, jacking.
I like this so far. I do. I think that the first part was the most interesting. I think things got a little like kind of tapered off through the second part, and we're listening to a few more because this is like a 6-minute track, so we'll listen to a few minutes. I just want to answer this question real quick before they go away. So June Rez asked, so if someone doesn't have a studio or personal equipment but wrote and can perform the lyrics but can perform the lyrics in song, but once you have a rough draft to get feedback, would you suggest them to not have anyone hear it as far as using AI? I mean, sure, but if you use AI as a reference track, be like, hey, I want the song to sound like that. That's fine. I literally just said that that's what I do. But I feel like if I were to be a musician that didn't have access to my own studio and my own equipment, that's kind of weird, first of all. I'm saying, because you can record a demo on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You can make all that happen on your phone. You can make a beat. There's free software to make production. You know what I'm saying? You can make that draft and have that draft be more in tune to like what you're actually wanting out of it versus the AI representation out of it. You could do that pretty remedially without like a lot of equipment if you're just trying to get a demo to show someone. And then if you're trying to show somebody, it's also like, okay, so who are you showing, right? Take it to an engineer and they can go ahead and like turn that into something beautiful that helps like really get your vision to life, right? The reason why I say AI is a dead end is because most of the time when you put stuff through AI, you're hearing the final version. It's not gonna give you a demo. It's gonna give you a polished, clean sounding version. So now what you're doing is you're setting expectations against the robot's interpretation of your art versus your own interpretation. So I've seen this already happen where artists are like, well, I can't get it to sound as good as the AI. What the fuck do you think is going to happen when you try to put your song through AI? That's the whole purpose, is to sound as good as possible based off all the data in the world. It's going to sound better than you, right? So there's like a crux there, like a catch-22 there, where it's like you can't feed AI all your songs and expect it to sound like a lesser version of your final product, because that's not its job, right? So when you're giving AI your songs, your output is going to be its final expectation of what the song's going to sound like, and then you're going to end up shifting your perception to match that versus the other way around. That makes any sense. Going back to Benny's song real quick though, I think that this is the best song that you submitted so far. I know you submitted like 3 or 4 songs so far. I think this one's the most interesting. That first part really held my attention. I like the theme that you have going on in terms of like, you know, the violence in Tucson, Arizona. That's a major problem down there. I know that it gets active down there for sure. And I think this song does a good job of captivating that. What I was hoping for was that we were going to continue that melodic part and add some bigger drums as the song continued to progress through the story. But you just kind of switched the beat up, which brought it down a little bit for me, but it's still interesting nonetheless. Let's listen to some more real quick.
And don't do none around here. Stop it, watch me. Lil Miles got the most topics and always end up tripping out they packets. I was trying to build up, get a meal some. Out you get my deal done, broke I steal some. Hang around a big homie so much I grew to be one. You ain't recognize some real game till you see some. You keep asking me to to get about these streets and leave this game alone forever. I keep telling you I'm married to this game, and I'm gon' love my bitch forever. You must think I'm crazy, cause I'm deep in the game, in the streets where it made me. I'm just being real, that's all I know. That's where I'm from, never gon' let it go. Who said I changed on them, told them play the game, partner. It's still 100 if the faces ain't the same on them, shame on them. The lesson losses I can say about them, stay from around me. Protect my mental while I play about it. Tell me some, cost of your life. You think you rich or some? Take it with you, huh? Like your grave gon' be a different what? Difference doesn't make it for chain, is all your net worth. And looking over your shoulder forever, making your neck hurt. You be flacking, but not the way I'm flacking, jacking, and don't do none around.
This is solid work so far. I think this might be song of the night so far. This might be song of the night so far. I'll explain why here in a second. But yeah, I'm gonna explain why here in a second. Let's listen to some more.
Stop it, watch me. Lil' Mine's got the most topics and always end up running out of options. You keep asking me to get up out these streets and leave this game alone forever. I keep telling you I'm married to this game, and I'm gon' love my bitch forever.
Talk is cheap, gossip deep, admonished but what I used to be. Still no chatter about the man you came to see. For all you rappers over 40 in the streets, I owe you nothing in this game, we play for keeps. Call up your dogs, prolong what you can't come to see. We have a movement right now to spark your minds and think, to keep the drive, the hustle.
Yeah, this is solid rapping, solid storytelling. There's a good message behind it. I like the chorus. I don't know what the melody is an interpolation of, but I know it's an interpolation of another song that I can't remember off the top of my head. But I like what you did with that. I like the production. I think that there's some interesting stuff going on in terms of just like your vocal tones and like how you have these different like inflections in your voice. Like you sound a little bit different on this part than you do in the first part, right? And it kind of has like this Kendrick Lamar feel to it. Like with the way the choir's coming in, like the way you have these dropouts and the beats, like the beat switches. It feels like a Kendrick Lamar song. This would go on Good Kid, Mad City. That's for those reasons. This is currently song of the night for me.
Move at a different beat. Yeah, you rocking my fashion, but ain't embodied G. Start with the man in the mirror, find a new path to lead. Get past what haunt your dreams, manifesting which all you seek. It's when you live like too fast, you miss important things.
Like good, sometimes you gotta slow down.
Catching wind of gums flapping, yapping with no consistency. Mini-me's gon' mimic me, but shorter G when turn a key. Around here we ain't frontin', stuntin'. Married to the game, it's sway right or nothing.
You keep asking me to this game.
Okay, so I would say that the song is a little long. That's like probably like the biggest feedback, like constructive criticism I would give about this song is that it's a little bit on the long side. I listen to all genres. Scott Bauer, I think that's your name. Will you listen to all? I listen to anything. I've been listening. We've had on just tonight's episode alone. We've had vaporwave, heavy metal, parody music, hip hop, R&B. I listen to it all. I do not discriminate. I love all music. As long as you're telling a story that I can feel. That's what it's about for me. If you want to submit, you got 20 minutes to do so. I'm closing submissions in 20 minutes. Submissions are closing in 20 minutes. Get them while you can. Get them while you can. Going back to Benny Loke. I'm trying to get through this fucking song. Eastside Benny. Yeah, I felt something from this song. I felt the message you were trying to convey. I felt the energy that you were exuding in terms of like the tone. I thought the production was solid. I liked, like I said, I think the first part of the song was more interesting than the second part of the song. But the first part of the song really grabbed my attention. Like I said, it felt very Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City-ish. And I like that. So thank you for that submission. Currently, I'm putting a star next to your name. This song is Song of the Night. And there's only 7 songs left. So the odds of you getting that are pretty good. What does Song of the Night mean? Nothing. At the most, I will make a video and cut it up and clip it of me talking about the song and share it onto my social medias to give you more visibility. And I'll also give you a shout out on the Reddit page, which I think a lot of you people find this thing on the Reddit page. Share your music. I'll make a post there and you get a shout out. So congratulations. Let's keep moving. Duck Sauce. Now I know that you submitted this song already, Eastside Benny, and you're only supposed to submit one song. But I'm pretty sure you submitted this one already. Yeah.
Where I step, I keeps it clean.
Yeah, you submitted that song already in a previous episode. So go look at the previous episode for that. Let's keep it moving. Up next is Play the Tape by Jake. All right. We'll play the tape, Jake. Listen to Heat Check Live with your boy Jaron Ikner. Let's get it.
Back and forth, don't open the door. This is deeper, way more than you know. Time has passed, I'm feeling way more. But I wish you the best for when you go. Oh my gosh, you look fine. I got it stuck, gotta hide. Don't wanna look back at it. Please look away, close your eyes. We're gonna look back at it. We're gonna look. Got so much to make, I got so much to find. Mess me up, I look dumb. Okay, now let me sing a song. Calling me, I hear the ringtone. I'll tell him I'm not alone.
The production actually reminds me of Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreaks. Like, especially that first part before the beat started switching up. Reminded me of like something that you would hear during Kanye West's 808s era. Like the way you were singing it with that melody, like with those pads in the background, and the way you had those driving drums. Felt very 808ish and Heartbreakish, which is a good thing. Even though it's my least favorite Kanye West album, it's still crazy good music. And this is pretty good so far. I think that the vocals could be a little bit more prominent. I'm going to always tell people to get their vocals up if they're not the star of the show. If you don't have vocals on it, that's different. But like if you have someone singing or rapping on your song, we need to hear that. It should not be drowned out or like blended in with any other instrument unless that's like an intentional move to make the song more dynamic. But if there's like lead vocals, and the lead vocals should be leading. These vocals aren't quite leading like that. But let's listen to some more.
Watching back and I froze. This is the life that he chose. Living like Pinocchio. I see the lights on his face. I see he don't wanna go home. He don't wanna use his phone. He wanna use his phone. He just wanna stay way more. Where you go, just wanna see. Listen together, feeling better. 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 Listen together,
It's funny because like as I was listening to your music, I was painting a picture of what you looked like in my head. I was like, yo, I bet you this is like a white boy that's like got some like shaggy hair kind of look, like that like MGK kind of hair going on. And sure enough, let's take a look at his page real quick and bring up the page audit. He is a white boy with like some scrawny hair, like some messed up hair. Exactly how I envisioned him.
it's how you look at me. I should probably back out. Words hitting so hard, it was almost a knockout.
I think you need way more content.
Gemini can lie, but she fine. I don't really
Hold up. That shit's hard. Hold up, man. This shit's harder than the shit that you submitted. Hold up. What's this one?
Met you with the clothes that I'm feeling. With you on my mood, I'm really missing. With you on my mood.
That one's okay. This one snaps. Ugh. That shit's hard, bro. That shit's harder than what you submitted, man. I fuck with that. That little riff right there. I want to hear more of that song. Where is that song at? I probably won't be able to find it. What's that song called? That song is called "In the Sky." With, I don't know who these people are. Is it on your page? Oh, it is. Let me see. I want to hear this song real quick because I'm curious. That caught my attention. Now I'm on your page. Let me see. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
She a Gemini, can lie, but she fine. I don't really mind, but the trouble's in the sky. I know that she fine, I can see it in her eyes. Body like mine, dress so fine. Oh no, I don't really care, let she go. Tipping like a flame, but her face like whoa. I can say I love her cause I never know. Put her on the map, crash out like go. Hot like sauna, let you go.
That song is way better than the song you submitted. Just giving you a heads up, because that song is fire. If you had submitted that song tonight, that would probably be song of the night, but you didn't. You submitted the other song, which is aight. The other song's not bad, but this song is a snapper.
Wet like water, let you know. Let you go, feeling real cold. It was how you walked in, we all knew you were. I'ma let you know I'm not on this earth. Calling you about you.
Yeah, that song snaps, bro. But you didn't submit that song, so we're not going to count it. But I'm going to go ahead and add that song to my playlist, even though you didn't submit that song. That's actually low-key song of the night right now. But you didn't submit that song. You submitted the other one, Play the Tape, which we'll play a little bit more of just so we can get some, like, back to, like, what we were trying to do. Hold on one second. We'll play it from... Here. I think. So, I don't know if you produced the other song, but you did produce this one. You got some skills on the board. I will say this, like, your production skills are actually fire. Like you like I said, off rip, I compared your music to Kanye West 808s and Heartbreaks because that's the feeling that I captivated. Like, I feel like vocally and like lyrically, not quite as strong. But if you got the right artist, like if like I don't know if you produced that other song that we're talking about. Like if you produced this track, I fucking love this shit, bro. This shit fucking snaps, bro. That shit's hard. Like, I don't know if that was the same beat, like, or same team or not, but like, I feel like if you got your production with the right producer, you could go somewhere. I'm not a fan of your own like lyrical tenacity, but I am a fan of your ear when it comes to production. Based off of those two songs that I played, that In the Sky track is a banger. You should be doing a lot more of that. I know it's 2 years old, but push that song. A lot of potential here. I think that it comes down to really just kind of locking into what you really want to do as an artist. That's the thing. Like when you're a rapper producer and you make all your own shit, you kind of get in your head about it. And you're like, oh, well, like, yeah, you know, I do all my own shit. And I'm out here like fucking producing and singing and making my own videos. I get it. That's like me. And oftentimes I had to like kind of check my ego and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't be rapping on this beat. Maybe I should give this beat to somebody else who would do it better. So that's something I learned. Anyways, let's keep it moving. 9 minutes left to submit before we end the submissions. We're at a nice pace right now too, so we'll probably end right on time here. Up next is Should I Stay or Should I Go? Is this a remake? My IG account has been hacked for a couple years. I combined it with my fashion design account. That's fine. This is LaWanda Lee.
He came to me on a hot sunny day. I think it was May. He said to me, "This is the first day of the beginning of you and me." First I was stunned, then my vision came reality. A better life, just you and me. Can't imagine life no more, living without you. And so I sing this song for you. If we were together, our lives would be better, baby. You make me feel so special. Every time we're together, such a wonderful treasure, lady. And I'm so in love. I wanna be with you. Let's come on together now. Hope you never leave me, 'cause I will never leave you.
Okay. So this is just my thoughts, but this song suffers the same problem as the song that I believe was submitted, like the first song that was submitted tonight. And what it comes down to is a combination of the wrong singer over the wrong production. You have a decent voice, LaWanda, and the production's actually pretty solid, but I don't think you sound great over this production. And when Dion Lucas, the person who's your backup singer on here, comes on here, he kind of overshadows you a little bit because his tone and his texture matches the instrumentation of this song. Like, you need to be on some more urbanish R&B beats. Like, your vocal tones remind me of Aaliyah and Maya. Like, I put you in that category. And so you need like production that is less complicated and more sparse with space that allows your softer vocal tones to really shine through and cut through the beat. Right now, and I think this is kind of the theme of the night, is like overproduction, right? Like understanding that your beat doesn't have to be all that, especially if your vocal is the main instrument, which if you're a singer, it is. So it's more about how do we find production that complements your beat instead of making your voice fit a beat, which is what this sounds like. This sounds like your voice is trying to fit a beat versus a beat trying to fit your voice. If that makes any sense the way I explained that. I think I did. I think that you have a talent. I think if you wrote this is good bar, good penmanship. I think that your vocals are great by themselves. Like, I would be interested to hear this song stripped down to just your vocals. I just think the production is a little dated for the style of your singing, if that makes any sense. Let's listen to some more though. Linda DeMar.
You come to me like the air I need to breathe. Girl, you mean so much to me. Now I finally see.
Oh, there's a correction. LaWanda, who's in the comments, says the song's actually called If We Were Together. Bet.
You're all I need to achieve, I believe. Girl, you're all I need.
Nobody I could love like you.
I never ever had nobody who kept it true like you. Girl, I believe.
See, like, the dude's voice kind of reminds me of Boyz II Men. And the production reminds me of like that era of music, like a Boyz II Men era type of production, right? Your vocals, LaWanda, they remind me more of like I said, a Maya or Aaliyah or even like a Tamia, just like that era of singers. And so when you try to like put that type of like, these singers are a lot lighter and more airy than like traditional singers like Gladys Knight or Phyllis Hyman or I don't know, Tony Braxton. Tony Braxton has a little bit softer tone, but Tony Braxton, like these old school, like mid 80s to mid 90s singers, and then you have your mid 90s to 2000 singers. Your vocal tones fit in the later category. And I think if you found the right production, like something a little bit more hip hop-ish, a little bit more beat driven, something that where you could find those pockets to kind of like to really run in, I think that would work out best for you. We'll listen to a little bit more though. Hey, thanks for that compliment, Scott. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I really like music, man. And usually, like, I try to explain this at the beginning of each episode. Like, I enjoy doing the heat check. I used to do it back in the day. I stopped doing it for a variety of reasons. And, like, coming back and redoing this new version of it, like with the Nero system makes it a lot easier for me, because before part of the issue was like literally trying to like find the song in the email and all that stuff, but the Nero system makes it so much easier. If people want to give me money, they can. I've made like, I don't know, like $300 doing this so far, which is not crazy money, but I don't necessarily do it for the cash. I do it because I really enjoy actually listening to like different types of music. It's a good palate cleanser for me as an artist every week to just kind of listen to like what's out there sonically and just kind of like appreciate artists trying to be heard, because that's really what it's about. Like, we're competing with algorithms and AI and governments and all kinds of shit. Artists just want to be heard, man, and I'm willing to listen at least for a few hours every week. So thank you for pointing that out. Going back to LaWanda, we'll listen to a little bit more. Yeah, I literally hear Maya when I hear you sing. I hear Maya's voice, or not Maya's voice, but I hear a vocal tone and frequency range and style similar to Maya. So I will love to hear you over some like hip hop production, like some like really like 112-ish type of R&B, where like it's more beat driven, just so you can get in them pockets and sing it like this. Bad example, but you get what I'm saying. Cool. I think I've listened to enough to assess that. Let's keep moving. We are last 2 minutes before your submissions are closed. So if you want to get a submission in the last 2 minutes, you can do that. Otherwise, we're going to listen to these last like 3 songs, and I'm going to get the heck up out of here. Up next is Sand Trap by AYPE. We'll check you out your shit here in a second. Oh, it's a music video. Hold on a second. Let's bring up the video here. Bow. All right, here we go. Heat check.
You got me stuck in the sand. Want me say that I'm sorry? What you expect me to say when you say you don't want me? Right now I'm hitting the door, 'cause you treated me poorly. What you expect me to say? What you expect me to say? Good loud pack shit, smelling like cat piss. My other shit look like it's the white of a napkin. Damn, I'm in the zone, I know what I know. But I'm just trying to figure out how do these money trees grow. If my phone go bing, I go. It's that run I bingo. If them keys came off the plane, they no longer kilo. I know it. No, I know it. You got me stuck in the sand. Want me say
We might have a late last minute entry for Song of the Night, bro. This hit me pretty well so far. Like, the production is very clean. I like it when urban looking artists, I don't know anything about them. They could be rappers. This could be their whole style. But I like when there's a subverting expectations. So like when I saw these dudes on screen, I'm like, okay, we're about to get a hip hop song. But then I heard the guitar hit, I heard them start singing. Then we get into the verses. I'm like, oh, this is different. This feels different. It does remind me of like Gym Class Heroes. Travie kind of vibes, which is a sound that died a long time ago, but I think that it's a sound that shouldn't have died. I think that that particular lane of like indie, nerdy, black rock that Gym Class Heroes and Travie really carved out, it came in hot and it faded away really fast. But honestly, I really like that. I really like that kind of music. And so that's like why right now I'm like, oh, this is like probably my favorite song of the night right now. Just off of the vibes and like the execution of it. And even the video is super clean. I think what would actually seal this for me, I actually don't even want to say it yet. I want to see if they do it. I'm going to see if they do it.
That I'm sorry. What you expect me to say when you say you don't want me? When I'm hitting the door, 'cause you treated me poorly. What you expect me to say? What you expect me to say?
Look, sorry baby, I ain't got the patience. You went through the trial, but you didn't make it. Shawty said she loved me, but I know she faking. All my exes, they...
Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. I was like, you know what this song needs? It needs someone to come in and fucking spit double time on this beat with some rapping. That's what this song needs. It would just make it. It would make it, mwah. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah.
Get excommunicated, shawty try to leave, but you know I don't sweat. Fuck a dog, baby, on this wolf is a gift. I got bras, baby, better keep it in check. I don't cry about it, I just on to the next. So I advise not to waste my time. Don't care if you're a 9, a dime, or finer than fine, 'cause I'm alright. 'Cause baby, I'm far from basic, face it. They say love is blind, you should open up your eyes and watch me slide right up to light.
Want me say that I'm sorry? What you expect me to say when you say you don't want me? When I'm hitting the door, 'cause you treated me poorly. What you expect me to say? What you expect me to say? What you expect me to say?
Oh, I should've cheated on my ex with a next bitch. Should've had a side bitch, but I made her my bitch. Why make it exclusive when you couldn't keep it private?
You got me stuck in the sand. Want me say that I'm sorry? What you expect me to say when you say you don't want me? When I'm hitting the door, 'cause you treated me poorly. What you expect me to say? What you expect me to say?
I like this song. I'm curious to hear. Hold on. Submissions are closed, y'all. Close submissions. All right, bet. Back to what I was saying. I want to hear another song from y'all. Do you guys have another song out that I can listen to, or is this just that one track? Let me see real quick. I'll look on your spot. You just had that one song, huh? Dang. You guys just start? You guys like brand new as a group? So I'm looking at your Instagram. I was giving you guys the Instagram. You got the 6,000 followers. You got the content, the social media
Glaciers
content.
melt. The ice is melting. It's making the oceans. We made the.
I'm trying to figure out if this sound and this song is like your guys' sound, or are you trying to do something new and fresh that like puts you in a different category? Because this song is something that you could definitely like kind of blow up on. But what's going to end up happening is that if you do blow up on this song, you're going to be in the crowds with the Swayzes, the Gym Class Heroes, the Wiz Khalifas, bands like that. Like Wiz Khalifa's not a band, but he caters to like the college nerd rock crowd, which great money, great tour circuit. Nothing necessarily wrong with that. I'm just curious to know if you all have the range for that. I see this video right here though. It's caught my attention. Hold on. Okay. You guys got multiple rock songs. I'm fucking with it. What's this? Okay, that's that one song. Got the little rollout going on for that song. is a good little rollout.
But you're blind and look for shit you cannot find. Okay, I made a mistake. You exaggerate until I lose my mind every fucking time. But
Okay.
it's okay.
No, that's sick. You guys are dope. You guys are dope. I like what you have going on here in terms of like this, like I said, like this like nerd black rock sound that I think died out in the early like 2010s. It like faded out because it got kind of pushed out by trap music, right? Like kids started like gravitating towards trap music and all that shit. But before then, people were listening to Gym Class Heroes, listening to Swayze, listening to Travie, listening to like bands like that, and that was like the sound. And this is what the vibe I get from this music is that. And I think that if you execute it right, you can really like run with it. It's really just about getting it in front of the right eyes, which is always the case. It's about getting your music in front of the right eyes. But I'm going to unfortunately knock out my boy Benny as Song of the Night and replace him with this song, Sand Trap, which is now Song of the Night. Yay! Congratulations. You get nothing other than a shout out. I'll shout you out in the next post on Reddit. And I'll probably add this song to my playlist. I'll go find it on Spotify. Actually, I have it right here on Spotify. I'm going to add this song to my playlist. Yay. Oh, I can't do it yet because I'm not logged in. I'll do that later. Okay. And then, yeah, you just get a double thumbs up. Congratulations. I appreciate y'all. Keep putting out music, man. I think you guys got something dope there. I like the duo aspect. I like the musicality that you guys are approaching, like how you guys approach it. Like I said, for that song, for me, like the tipping point was like this song needs a rapper and he needs to be rapping double time. And you killed it. You didn't come on and do like the slow rap, but doing like this and doing like you came in with the bop and the bop and the bop. Like I said, that's exactly how you need to approach it. I think that's perfect. So great song. Thank you for submitting. Fuck yeah, I think we're good. All right, so we got two more songs. Lucky Type Beat by Rom. Is this just an instrumental? I guess we'll find out. So I almost want to be like that guy who be reviewing beats every like in 3 seconds, like 3-second beat reviews. I would have already cut it off because I need to hear the drums. But I don't be doing that. I listen for at least 1 minute. We're already at 36 seconds though, so I better hear a beat drop before. Yo. Yo. Hit y'all with the freestyle flow, the way I blast at the G.I. Joe. I'll be a pro, dojo kick, tic-tac-toe with the X and the O. When I flex my flow, you already know when I make it bounce. Smoking that ounce, niggas can't even fucking count. 1, 2, 3, 4, we about to bounce. Tell me what the hell you trying to do. Niggas trying to roll with that crew. Niggas want to get it misconstrued. I don't think you want to kick with the crew. If you did, I'll be holding it down. Nigga, I'm a noun. He, she, we, nigga, I bees around. I don't think they want to get home with the clowns socked up, talking their stuff. I honestly don't know if that came on beat or not because I know there's a delay, so I probably sound like shit. But that's cool beat. It's not like mind blowing to me. I think that you should have harder kicks. The kick should have kicked in like around here. Yeah, at 114. Instead of going back to the other beat, you should have added a kick. Like a... And then maybe an extra accent on the clap. Just to give the beat some progression, because what you did is you went back to the beat and already like lost interest at that point. This beat's only 2 minutes long. So it's like, that's why I brought up the 3-second guy, because it's like you need to get in and get, especially if you're trying to sell the beat, you got to hit him quick with the beat within like the first like 15 seconds so I can hear with the beat and move on and decide if I want to rap on it or not. I shouldn't have to wait 45 seconds to hear some drums. Don't do that. Get them drums out faster. That's my advice. Appreciate the submission. Don't have a lot to say because it's an instrumental. Cool beat. I tried to rap over it. Don't know if it sounded good or not. We'll find out later. Up next, last song for the night. Yay. Corbin Cool Cats versus Beaumont Bulldogs. The fuck kind of titles is okay. Corbin Cool Cats versus Beaumont Bulldogs. Little Mike and the Boys. This song is a lighthearted kids song done to raise money for a group in Baltimore that exposes kids to arts. No, all done in one session in a home studio in York, PA. Bet. I'm interested. Title's weird as hell, but I'm interested. Let's see what this is about.
Oh boy.
No. So I see you went to a real neighborhood. Yeah. You know I was over in Corbin. I was in Corbin. Yeah, I was on my 8-year-old flow, walking up to my new friends like, what up, yo?
Bro.
I don't know how y'all used to do it back home, but around here, man, we stay in them lolos. Lolos?
Yeah, big wheels. Take that bike to the curb and get real.
Matter of fact, meet me on the street at 3, cause we about to have a big race for big deals. See, I ride with the Beaumont Bulldogs, and we just wanna go hard for the hood dog. And we just tryna take the trophy from them boys on the block who don't know me. The Corbin Cool Cats, that's who. And we gon' show them that they not so cool. And we gon' show them that they not so fast. So meet me on the street at 3.
My guy. I think that those vocals are AI. I'm not sure. So based off of the description, it feels like these are supposed to be children rapping. Are these children that are supposed to be rapping? Can you give me some? I think you're still in the comments. Give me some feedback on this song before I call it completely AI, because the vocal sounds super AI. It sound, and this is from somebody who uses Suno. If the idea that it's supposed to be kids, it doesn't sound like a kid. So that's where I'm like, okay, I got to ask a question. I like the concept. I do enjoy the concept, and I like the production. The production's a little, the production's all right. I think with the production, it's like an interpretation of a hip hop song from someone who isn't necessarily familiar with hip hop, modern hip hop. And I say that because the beat sounds like a stock beat that you would hear in a commercial or like in the background of an HGTV show when they go into the house and they're showing like all the different things. You would hear this beat in the background. 100%. There's good money in that, by the way. Making stock hip hop beats for things. But beyond that, I mean, listen to some more. Let's listen to some more.
Get smoked, so I'm on my way to the block, looking like a big wheel, chop chop. Some of them is pimping and some of them is stock, but we gon' get it in and we gon' have a good time. So I'm on my way to the block, looking like a big wheel, chop chop. Some of them is pimping and some of them is stock, but we gon' get it in and we gon' have a good time.
So I'm on my way to the street, see what I can see. I gotta meet them at 3.
Also the record scratch, that's such an old school sound. Like we don't hear that anymore in hip hop. You don't hear the drop. You just don't. That died like in 2004 or 5, 6 maybe at the latest. But you just don't hear the scratch into the beat drop anymore. This is funny. I wanted to point that out.
See, I'm the Beaumont Bulldog. Got my pedal to the floor, and the boys from the Corbin ain't never been as raw.
See, I'm just a country boy.
See, this is the thing. When I hear these vocals being recorded, I know that they're AI because they sound too clean. You said you recorded them and you recorded this whole song in one day. It would not sound this good. Like these vocals sound pristine. They sound really fucking good. And then also, it's like the tone of them sounds almost robotic. So I'm calling you out, and I'm gonna say the vocals are AI. Now you may have wrote the song and you did the like what everybody else is doing. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm gonna judge the song as a whole, just in terms of like the vibe it's trying to give off. And I think that with the charity aspect of it, that's interesting. I want to know more about that. I'm gonna click on your support button real quick, and maybe it'll tell me. To help fund the arts. Okay, what does your description say? Oh, raise money for a group in Baltimore that exposes kids to art. If you want to, Scott, you can tell me more about that in the comments. I'm curious. I want to know what that means. I want to know, like, I want to know the story behind this song, because I think that's the most important thing about this. Like, the song's going to be what the song's going to be. As we said multiple times this episode, the story around it is what makes it. You didn't give me any links to any of your like Instagram or website or anything like that, so I don't know what else to judge off of the song other than the song. I wish there was more information. I wish there was like a website. I wish there was like behind the scenes footage of the recording process. I wish there was testimonials from the parents who were like, yo, my kid learned how to rap through this dude, Little Mike and the Boys, etc. so forth. Like, once again, building the universe around the music is becoming more and more and more important, and it's the key to really getting over the hump. Right now, there's 120,000, I think we're at now. 120,000 songs dropped every single day. Quick maths, real quick. 120,000 divided by 24. That means that there's 5,000 songs being dropped every single hour. If we want to break it down even further, let's break it down even further. 5,000 divided by 60 is 83 songs a minute. Every minute, 83 songs drop on Spotify, and we'll say that 40 of them at this point are AI. And I would say that 60 of them do not have their shit together in terms of like presentation, marketing, having a world or a universe built around your music, or having even a pipeline for people to find your music if they like the song. They're just throwing stuff out there hoping it will stick. You seem to have a story behind what you're trying to do, and you need to lead with that. You need to be like, yo, this is the story I'm trying to tell. These are the people I'm trying to reach. This is why. By the way, I have this song that helps represent that. But for you, the task that you have on hand and the goals you're trying to do, leading with the story is going to be your best success. That's how you're going to get over here and make this make this work for yourself and for the cause that you're trying to fight for. Hopefully that helped. If it didn't, that's also fine. But we're done. We're done for tonight. I appreciate you guys watching the Heat Check. We're here every week. I say that slowly because I'm not sure I'm actually going to be here next week. I'm going out of town on vacation on the 20th. So I'll be here next week, but I probably won't be here on the 20th because I'll be going on vacation with my family for a week. So I'll be gone this week, but I will be here next week. So stick around. I think we only got a submission link up on Reddit today and nowhere else, which is actually impressive that we pulled 21 submissions on the Reddit post alone. That's actually dope. But follow my page. Keep an eye out for other reviews. If you want a personalized review video on my channel, hit me up. I will deep dive on your content and give you a full 10 to 12, 20 minute long review of your work and what you should do to make it better. I do charge for that though. It's not free, but hit me up and we can talk about it. With that said, I got nothing else to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and go enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you guys enjoyed the Heat Check. If you did, like, follow, subscribe, do all the fun stuff that we be doing on these channels. I appreciate your support, and I will see you with my button soon. Peace.
Yeah. Starstruck. It's your boy. Let's go. I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 whistles so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. I bled from the paper cuts, folding origami cranes. I try to make 1,000 wishes so I can heal the pain. Fold it up, let it rearrange. Cash it out, you can keep the change. Flow origami, every fold is a lesson. Never turning over, making creases into blessings. Niggas talking cheap, but the silence more expensive. When they moving like a ghost, the real shit feels offensive. Scars from the paper cuts, blood from the ink. Legend in my mind, so I am what I think. Life is pretty crazy.